Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video. This video is really interesting because I stumbled upon this video where I was mindlessly scrolling in the internet, and I came across this post, and it gave me quite a bit of a perspective on life, and I figured I want to share this with you guys today, just to kind of see what you guys think of this situation, right? So without further ado, let's get into this content.
Subscribe!
Alright, so what the hell am I talking about? So I came across this post on Reddit on r/Twitch. Literally just randomly popped out from my internet. And this is a statement. If you can't reliably make enough to survive each month on Twitch, then your job can't be a content creator. I was watching a small streamer, 10 to 15 viewers, 20 to 40 subs a few years ago, and they were complaining about not having enough money to survive. A viewer in chat responded, "Why not get a job?" The streamer responded, "I am working. I'm content creating every day." Mind you, this person would stream 8 to 14 hours a day without doing any content creation outside their own stream. They continue to argue with the viewer, basically saying that streaming is their only job they can do due to health circumstances. Fast forward to today, I decided to check in on this, and this person has now been served an eviction notice from their apartment and has now blamed other more successful streamers and more generous viewers for being selfish, saying that people could easily fix their situation. Mind you, this was their message as they received a rate double their normal viewer count. Streaming is not a reliable source of income, especially if you rely heavily on generous viewers and people and can't consistently survive on that income. Now, I posted this screenshot and asked my Twitter friends, right, non-parasocial friends, about their thoughts. So before I kind of yap from my end, let's kind of take a look at what we have in the comment section over here, right? Let's scroll this a little bit. Alrighty. Yo, this looks like a Kobe Butter story from last summer, ironically, but regardless, agreed. While streaming is a reliable source of income, whatever this guy was doing is not. Kiwi Ari, ex-VTuber. The person they are talking about is delusional and will always be a cycle of self-destruction. I sympathize with people dealing with all sorts of barriers to making income in traditional work, especially health, but to blame the viewers and community is insane. They should look at how to improve their content and become a better entertainer and person. I agree with the post overall. Chrono Catastrophe. My wife streams and does YouTube content partly because she loves it, but in part because of health issues. It's all she can reliably do. She makes a decent amount and she helps with the bills. I cover the slack with my 9 to 5 and content creation as well. To say you shouldn't be a content creator because you don't make enough is wild. So basically, this person don't agree with the post. You shouldn't be a content creator if you're going to be complaining and guilt trip others because you can't afford to live. I've always said content creation should be a passion first, and if you can turn it into a career, then even better. Okay? Blaming others for a lack of success will definitely make you unsuccessful, okay? There are real jobs that don't pay reliably with far less room for growth. Each person is free to weigh the pros and cons of a profession. Gotta get them ad revenue and sponsorships. Yeehaw, bro. Shockingly enough, they are right. As someone who works in a public service, my income has been mostly my job. Streaming is an afterthought. The odd sub here, the odd donation there, and considering the oversaturation of streamers since the COVID era is hard. Most content creators that stream on Twitch wouldn't survive reliably off of only a Twitch income. That's why if you want to be a full-time content creator, you need multiple sources of income from all the content you can produce, which could be YouTube, TikTok, sponsors, etc. I'm happy or sad it happened. Insane. Technically, actually, streaming is not really considered a job. Not unless someone is paying you a monthly on a contract basis or being employed as a content creator. The person relying on streaming without creating content outside of streaming is doing it wrongly. This is why even though I have this kind of viewership and this amount of subs I can potentially get per month, I still consider this as an alternate source of income while my current 96. It's still my main source of income. It's right now everyone can full-time content creation and have your pen out. This is why I stream as a hobby, not as a career, and not an entertainer, blah blah. The bro dog is the one. You can't call your job if you make less than minimum wage. They say health reasons. Arguing for a long time a viewer can also be detrimental to health. Also, I think Twitch streaming should be kept as a hobby till one eventually get things stable enough. I ain't really all that. I should start streaming to show the world how dumb I am. If you average 20 to 30 on Twitch, I hope you're focusing more on YouTube for the money, or maybe TikTok for both. YouTube and TikTok content 24/7 first, if y'all want to succeed in streaming. My thoughts are that it's wrong outward attitudes. I completely understand disability stopping you from being able to work a normal job. I'm in the same position, but acting entitled to money and saying it's others' fault is not a good look. Okay, and yada yada yada. I think the rest of the stuff is I got a lot of responses for this. All that being said and done, time for my take. The rank 1 Xenon Zone 0 free to play, by the way, neutral king horror show Kuro bot streamer. The take of the take. Alright. First things first, as per usual, this is my subjective take. This is not objective, this is not drama, this is not facts. My personal opinion. Take it as you will. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Alright. I always must say this nowadays because whenever people say something on the internet, it's like, oh my god, kill yourself in game, right? So that's the video. Second thing second, I think my perspective as a guy from Singapore, it might be a little bit, different compared to like Western streamers or the Western audience, especially because of the way that I'm raised, cultural differences, all that. And I will say that there are statistically way less people in my country compared to like the United States, right? So I think my take might be a little bit, more niche in that sense. But all that being said and done, here's my take. You are okay. This is for like people like generally everybody that's thinking about doing content creation, right? You are not a content creator. Oh my god, nuclear title cancelled. Oh, let me finish. Okay, you are not a content creator in a sense where, unless you are making enough to sustain yourself and preferably also your loved ones, with the amount of income you're getting, it is not your job. Like, you wouldn't say that you are a content creator. You create content, but that doesn't make you a content creator. An excellent analogy I can think of is a person could be interested in like photography, right? Taking pictures, taking videos, just like artsy, fartsy, posting on Instagram. You wouldn't say that their job is a photographer. They like taking pictures, but that doesn't make them a photographer. Another example, somebody could like drawing, right? Drawing art, drawing on their books, drawing on the internet, but it's not their job, it's just a hobby. You are not an artist. Even though you like drawing, being an artist is not your job. And one other example, maybe like, what's another example? Oh, okay. If you like playing gacha games, a lot, and you spend hours and hours, and you love playing gacha games, and you play gacha games for your entire life, and you make tons and tons of like gameplay videos on like YouTube, all that kind of stuff, that doesn't make you a gacha game content creator just because you love playing gacha games. I hope that you guys can kind of see the analogy I'm kind of drawing up here. In my opinion, you're only a content creator as a profession, as an occupation, as a job, if you can make consistent and sufficient income for yourself and your loved ones. If this content, it doesn't even just apply to content creation. It can be anything in your life, any hobby, any passion that you're pursuing, right? Oh my god, I can't believe I left this out. If you love playing League of Legends, you're going pro, you're the top 50 challenger in Singapore, that doesn't make you an esports player. You can, that's an excellent example, right? Just because you are passionate, or you could even be good at something, unless that is your way of providing a stable lifestyle for you and your loved ones, that is not your job. You are not an esports player, you're not an artist, you are not a painter, you're not a photographer, you are not a content creator. And that is like my bottom line. So here's why I say this. I think everyone should try to pursue, right? Should pursue their passions. Because life is too short. Absolutely. But you kind of have to draw a line somewhere where you pursuing your passion may or may not negatively affect your livelihood as well as those around you. Specifically those around you. So let's just say you have like a girlfriend, or let's just say if you're with your parents, right? And you want to pursue content creation. It should not be at the expense of others supporting your career and passion. It shouldn't be you're streaming to 5 viewers with like 2 or 10 subs, and every month you bring like, I don't know, $50, which is, it's impossible to live in 2024. And now you're relying on like your parents or even your girlfriend, your husband or your wife or your boyfriend, whatever, to give you monthly like allowance, or like, I don't know, there's no such thing as government There's no such thing as government aid in Singapore. There's no unemployment check in Singapore, right? So maybe in the US they have it, but you're basically drawing from like your loved ones around you in order to sustain and chase this passion until you one day, hope to God, pray you make it big, and then you're gonna take off. I think that is a very, 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 very wrong way to go about it. And it can lead to, you know, situations like this, right? The boyfriend wants to pursue content creation, but at the expense of his loved one, which in this case, the ex-girlfriend. It should never ever come at the expense of someone else. It can absolutely come at the expense of yourself though. Fuck your sleep, fuck your social life, fuck your work-life balance, fuck everything. Everything that you have with you, yourself, and I, that's on the table, right? You can go all in. You can bust and go all in and chase your passion. And I think that should be the way to do it. But never at the expense of someone else. So, yeah. And I just want to kind of just bring up a little bit about statistics. Since we're talking about like money, right? Like, at what point do you think content creation is at a stage where you can really say you're a content creator? I'm not sure about the US minimum wage or whatever. Let's just say in Singapore. Singapore, on average, right now, nowadays, I believe the median salary for, let's just say, a fresh grad is around like $4,000-ish, especially if you have a degree, right? Around 4,000 Singapore, 4,500 Singapore dollars. Let's just say like 3.5k-ish USD, right? Or 3 to 3.5k-ish USD per month. I'm not gonna review my income, but let's just say you have 1/100th of roughly what we're getting around. So I think it depends. So let's just say you get like a 20-ish to 30 viewers per stream. And let's just say you're also doing YouTube. And your YouTube videos are getting, you know, 400-500 views per video. Unless you have a giga oiler, I don't even think you can afford groceries for 1 week. Like straight up. That is like the baseline, right? I think that is where majority, if you kind of want to starting out, you know, 20-ish viewers, whatever, I think that is like a very, very good baseline. If you 10 times that, 10 times, by the way, 10 times. If you have 200 viewers and your videos are getting like 4,000 to 5,000 views, 10 times, by the way, 10 times, it is nowhere close to minimum wage. It is absolutely. I'm taking aside all of these sponsorships and the giga oilers, right? From ad rev and ad rev alone, it is nowhere close. There's no world you can survive with that amount of money. Zero chance. Does that mean you're not a content creator? No. You are chasing your passion and eventually you can make it out there. Right? But if you're lucky enough to have like your loved ones, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your brother, your sister, if you're lucky or fortunate enough to be in a position where they're supporting you, chasing your passion, that's great. That's great. But it shouldn't be the norm. It shouldn't be the thing that everyone should be expecting. That, oh my god, everyone around me should support my dreams of becoming a content creator, a streamer, or any of the passions, right? An artist or esports, a pro League of Legends player. It should never be an expectation. You're lucky if you have them, but if you don't, then it's really just a warm situation, right? So I would say, just to kind of wrap it up a little bit, content creation is quote unquote, I don't want to say it's the easiest or the hardest job in the world, but it is extremely difficult to get to a stage where you're earning like way above like the median salary. I'm talking like $10,000, $20,000 a month, right? It is extremely difficult to get there. Very, right? Extremely difficult. And until you actually get there, you are basically not working. You are working, but in a sense where it is not enough to support yourself, and you need others to support this passion. And you have to be okay with that. You have to give in your all. I mean, it's good if you have your savings and your time and your social life to just sacrifice everything and go all in, that's great. But can you last until you hit that number where you can say you made it? Because savings don't last forever. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I was working a full-time job with content creation, I damn near killed myself in-game when I slept 3 hours a day, right? So it is not a sustainable way to chase content creation unless you're one, incredibly fortunate, or two, incredibly lucky. All right. So hopefully for those that are pursuing content creation, you have a timeline for yourself to know where you draw the line. Not just for your own mental and physical health, but also for those around you. Now, I don't know about you, but it would absolutely crush my soul if I know that I would rely on my mom for like months or even years just for one day my content creation take off. It would absolutely crush me. And I'm happy to say that right now it's the other way, right? Okay, I'm not sure how do Westerners do this, but like in Singapore or like in Asia in general, the kid, the son or daughter, they'll give their parents money. In terms of like, it's called filial piety, it's called being 孝顺, right? You give them money basically on a monthly, just to show that, you know, out of respect and love for parents, right? So I'm very glad that I'm in this position, and it should never be the other way around, ever. So even though you can get this kind of support from like external sources, I think there should be a point where you have to draw it, you have to call it quits, just to be pragmatic, just to be realistic. Because this is not an anime game. This is not isekai. This is not, you're not the main hero. You are the NPC. You are the NPC in the real world. And at some point, you just gotta say, you know, my time could be better spent on someone else. Passion is always a passion, right? I mean, it's completely fine to have a passion, but don't let it take over your life. And to the point where it's like negatively affecting your livelihood and those around you, right? So, yeah, there's a quick little video. And I thought this was very thought-provoking. This was very thought-provoking. Alright, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So with that, we have come to the end of today's content. What of the day is gonna be dreams. DREAMS. Dreams do come true. Rise up into my... Okay, yeah, so that's gonna be it. Join Discord, join Twitch, join YouTube. All the best for your gacha pools. All the best for your life. All the best for your life as well. Because this is a pretty live topic, if I can say so myself. It's not really related to gaming. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.